Good morning, our time pirates and Lorelai. Why, hello. How are you all this morning?
Hello, hello.
Hello. Wordle was evil.
I got it in 3.
I know. I was like, oh, okay, well, let me try. And I was like, what the fuck? This isn't even a word. I got
Emoji it is a word.
don't say the don't say the word. Don't say the word. I had the first letter, the middle letter, and the last letter. And I'm like, I have no idea what the fuck this is. And then so I had to go through and I cheated. By cheating, I mean I didn't use Xander's rules. I had to like come up with another word to like get rid of as many letters as I could, right? So I did, and it didn't help. It was none of those letters. And then so I kept going through and trying to figure out what it was. I had like 8 letters left. And like I said, I already knew the first letter, the middle letter, and the last letter. So I had like 8 letters left. So I just went through and tried every single letter in order over and over again. First, I kept one in the first spot, tried all of them in the second, put another one in the first spot, tried all of them in the second. And I did that until the word came up. And I was like, that wasn't even satisfying. I'm just whatever.
Let me see. How did I do mine? I already forgot. Wordle. So let's see. I did the word earth, and that's how I got
Don't say any hints.
1 letter.
Yes, and then don't say any more words. Don't say the words. You could just say you had 1 letter and then you got 2 letters, and the second one was in the right place. Say it like that, right? Like explain. Don't like, you know what I mean? Don't, because the words give people hints, and I'm telling you, people who played like I
but
get
they don't
really
know
mad.
which letter.
Yeah,
they don't know which letter.
It doesn't matter. So it's too hard. Yeah, no, I could not. I just could not. Could not. I wonder how much of that, I'd be interested to see how much of that is a generation thing, because that word doesn't even occur to me, like, ever.
True.
So I wonder. But how was the ship? How did the crew treat you in the past 2 days?
I was pretty tired yesterday, so everything went
Lorelai laughs.
sailing.
Laura's like, yep, that was my fault. It probably is.
Like
you children wear her out, man.
They do. They really do. Wednesday we were pretty good, and then Thursday I was like really tired. So it was like, arg. Cora is happy with her squeaker.
We went on a nice long walk today too, because it's actually sunny outside. Yay! But can I tell you, it's already 89 degrees.
This is ridiculous. Let's see, what is it for us?
It's 81.
82. Our high is supposed to be 93, but earlier they said that we were under a heat advisory.
Mom, I literally just saw it at 81, and then you looked over and it was 82.
Yeah, because
that's how fast it gets hotter. It's crazy, huh? It's crazy.
Yep. By 3 o'clock, it should be right around 93. But then after that, then we start getting the rain chances.
No.
Well, we had in Tyler, so just 3 hours north.
Mm-hmm.
It was about 15 degrees cooler. It is.
I mean, I know how it works, but how does that work?
It's just crazy that it's that close and it's that different,
Yeah.
So, yeah. So as I was driving home yesterday, it kept getting, you can see the temperature on the dash, right? It kept getting hotter and hotter and hotter. So I started at 88, right? By the time I got to Conroe, which is just north of where we are, like it's within the, we live here area, right? It was 102.
Good Lord.
This is crazy. So, yeah. There's a reason why I get up at 6 a.m. to walk the dog. It's already too hot. There's no way I can do it later. So,
yes.
I don't know how I'm going to do the gardening in this heat. Obviously not today, because I had gay shit sprints today. Yay! Except I don't know what I'm going to read, because I'm almost done with my last gay shit book for June. I have more lined up for July.
Oh, wow.
So, but team Yellow Goodbye is in the lead. We're in the lead. We're in the lead. Yay.
Very nice.
That's right. We have one of our team members because it was supposed to start June 1st. And so most of us have already been reading gay shit, right? Because it's June. So we're allowed to put in all the stuff that fits, right? Anything that's LGBTQIA plus for points, if started on June 1st or later.
Gotcha.
And so good thing, because I think I finished 2 in the last couple days, but otherwise it's all been, because it didn't start till June 13th officially. But since June 1st, I've read 6, right? So, one of our team members came in and they had a ton that they'd read since June 1st. It was very nice. Because we're in the lead with 12,787 points, and I've only done 2,996 of those. So I'm about a quarter of it.
Goodness.
But I think we only have 3 members. Do you see what I mean?
Right.
So hopefully next year, this being the first year, it's all good, right? So hopefully next year we'll get a whole lot more members. So, but now that we've got something going, hopefully it should be able to start on time on June 1st, right? That does make a huge difference. Like most of us, we didn't even do any announcement videos because we already started. What were we going to announce? You know what I mean?
Right.
So next year. But see, this is why I don't like competition things, because I'm so focused on the competition and I have work to do. That's why I don't do them. So, let's see. And Agent T says, Ni hao, Zwank. And hello, everyone. Angie says, good morning, pirate friends, and happy Juneteenth. Yes, happy Juneteenth, everyone. I meant to say that. I was saying that this morning. And then I forgot to say it as soon as I logged on. So thank you for reminding me. It's always a special one too, because we're in Houston. So Galveston is part of our area. And the Galveston's where Juneteenth actually happened. Like that was the final. That's why I don't know. Do you know what this holiday is?
That's just has to do something with like the slavery.
Yeah, it was when the last isolated group, at least last known isolated group of slaves found out that they were free. Because, their masters didn't tell. So the last bit of enslaved people found out that they were free on June 19th. I want to say it was the year after the war. Now I can't remember the year.
Let me see. I look it up.
There's a plaque. Oh, no, it was the same year. So 1865. So months later, though. It was months. And, yeah, but there's a plaque down in Galveston in this little park to like honor it. And it's been there forever, even before this was a holiday. So it was just really cool that they made it a holiday.
Well, yeah, because it says that the Emancipation Proclamation was January 1st, 1863.
Yeah, but that didn't count because they weren't done with the war. Do you see what I mean?
Right.
So that just meant everyone in the North, any slaves that were still in the North, which I'm not sure if there were any enslaved people in the North were freed. Because, we were fighting with the South and the South didn't acknowledge it. But as soon as the war was over, then they were. Do you see what I mean? So, yeah. But they didn't, all the way down in Galveston, they had not heard about it. And like I said, their masters weren't about to tell them. So it was actually the Union Army that went down and told them.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I like that. I think that's a pretty damn good holiday to celebrate. I don't know what the traditions are going to be to celebrate, though. I don't know how that's going
to. It says that the traditions and celebrations are observance often features parades, historical reenactments, and educational events. Cultural foods is, it says they celebrate centered around historical staples, particularly those with a red color, symbolizing resilience and bloodshed of ancestors. Common foods include barbecue, watermelon, red soda, or hibiscus.
Well, that sounds cool.
And it says that they have a flag that uses the red, white, and blue design featuring an arched horizon and a white star representing freedom, new beginnings, and American citizenship for Black Americans.
Nice.
Interesting.
Well, that is totally fun. But yes, so happy Juneteenth. And Ren says, hello, hello, everyone. Why, hello, Ren. How are you this fine afternoon? Allie says, hello, Kelly, Alicia, and chat. I will be reading Rilla of Ingleside by L.M. Montgomery on page 34. Is that the third one? Fourth one?
I think she
Can't
said it was
remember.
the last one.
Oh, is it the last one? Ooh.
I think.
And Ren says, got Wordle in 5. Nicely done, Jen. No, Jen. Nicely done, Ren. It took me all 6. And seriously, I almost just made up a word because I was done trying. So, I mean, as in used a word I knew it couldn't be, is what I mean by made up a word. Just so it would be over and it would tell me the answer.
I love you, Mama.
Aww.
You're going to sit down and color. She's already got her journaling and stickers and things. Because I was going to work on my reading journal for the sprints. And she's like, I want a journal too.
It is journal week. She totally should be. I'm so proud of her.
Yep.
Good job.
Yep.
Let's see. And Ren is listening to Idle Fire by Grace Curtis. Ooh, I love it. Yeah, the first sprint, I'll be listening to the news because I didn't have time and eating my fancy kind bar. This is totally breakfast this morning.
Oh my God.
And then, what else am I doing? So breakfast, yeah, watching the news. And then the last 2 sprints, I will be reading my document. So editing my document to get all caught up and beautiful and ready to finish it.
I also have to figure out how I'm going to break up Crooked Kingdom because my copy is 536 pages.
Oh, nice.
And I don't think we need a whole week for 36 pages.
36 pages.
Ooh, Ren says Coda said you can add non-LGBTQ books for page points. Obviously, still the ones you read in June. Oh, nah, because I've read 13 books, I think, in June so far. Because I'm trying to finish Your Kid, right? So I have seriously been doing nothing but that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I've read 12. And I'm almost done with my audiobook right now. So, ooh, that's going to be awesome. And Angie says, I am working on listening to Game Changers. Not sure I love the narration, but it is gay shit and fits the current TAR prompt. Oh, nice. Hoping to read it all today. You can do it. You can do it. And Pearl says, hello. Why, hello, Pearl. It is so good to see you. I love all that. Pearl keeps sending me Bare Naked Ladies videos, and they're so awesome. The last one was, I swear they were babies. They were so young. It was just wonderful.
Oh my gosh.
Ren says, yeah, I'd be willing to do a competitive team next year since I can still mood read in between. Yeah, right? I don't know. That's pretty cool. I kind of like that one. Because it does make it more free, right? And then you can still add to the team. So maybe I'll still do it too. Because again, next June I will also be trying to finish Your Kid, I guarantee you. And Molly says, good day, my friends. Why, hello, Molly. It is so good to see you. Pearl says, hi there, Angie, Ren, and Molly. Ren says, hey, Pearl. And Angie says, hey, Pearl. Or hiya, Pearl. And Zwank says, konnichiwa, everybody. Happy Juneteenth Day. Happy Stick Your Tongue Day. Stick your tongue? Stick your tongue where? Stick your tongue where, Zwank? This is Gay Shit June. We really need to know.
Maybe stick your tongue out?
I don't know. Happy Retainer Day. Is that like lawyer retainer or like retainer in your mouth to keep your teeth straight? Very curious. And happy Pets in Film Day. Okay, that's cute. I have a video of the dog. I can post that. And Molly says, hi, Pearls. And Zwank says, aloha, Dr. T, Angie, and Allie. And Angie said something, and it all moved. Zwank. Yep, that's it. That's all she said. Zwank. And Allie says, hello, Zwank. And Zwank says, namaste, Ren, Molly, and Pearl. Ren says, hey, Zwank. Zwank says, it is thundering and lightning like a mofo and rain. So much rain. Oh, wow. So there must be a whole bunch of rain north of us. I hope it's not coming here. We've had enough rain. We don't need it. Usually if it's that far north and we haven't seen it, we're not going to get it. It's going to keep going north and east. Allie says it's the last on book 8. Oh, there you go. It's the last one, book 8. Thank you, Allie. Thanks for clarifying. You were right last one. Of the Anne of Green Gables series. And Ren says, doing good today. Watched another World Cup game yesterday, and it was at least 1-1. Czechia versus South Africa. Nice. I'm assuming you're rooting for South Africa. I know that's an assumption, but, this is the World Cup. Typically, you root for your country. And Nicole has joined us. Why, good morning, Nicole. What, are you still up, or did you, get up really, really early? Did a cat wake you up? That's usually what happens with Jessica Kiwi. But hello, good morning. And Ren says, we'll say through the U.S. runs 10,000 ads during games, and I think we should stop that. It drives me. Welcome to end stage capitalism. I don't know what to tell you.
We're
Ren
tired
says,
of
hey, Nicole.
commercials too.
I actually don't. I pay for everything. That's why I only have 1 or 2 at a time, because I don't have the patience for commercials anymore.
Nope.
And Ren says, hey, Nicole. Molly says, shit. Redheads will be back in first in no time. No. Yellow, goodbye. Now that I know I can just put page counts in, I'm going to go back and add the other books. And Nicole says, hey, Ren. Ren says, Angie, I don't think anyone likes the narration for the first couple. Would you quit jumping? Heated rivalry books. Gotcha. Pearl says, hi there, Zwank, Allie, and Nicole. Molly says, speaking of videos, Kelly, did you ever watch the one I DM'd you? I did not. I will watch it today. Sorry, I really do try to avoid videos at all costs. Angie says, haha, Ren, except the long form YouTube ones, those are fine because I can get on with my life with them. I can't get off if I'm looking at shorts. Angie says, haha, Ren, too bad there are only 3 books. He makes the main character sound like a buffoon. Oh, no. Allie says, I didn't sleep well last night. I got bad medical news from a family member. Oh, no. And it messed up my sleep. I'm so sorry, Allie. Insomnia was bad last night. I'm so sorry. And Nicole says, hey, Pearl. Ren says, also, I still need to start Kingdom of Ash and A Darker Shade of Magic. Yeah, I need to do that, too. I'm so sorry I missed Wednesday, but there was no way. So I tried so hard. I brought the book with me and everything. But there was just no way. I should have just known. There are times when I know I should just cancel, but I don't. Because I just really want to. I really want to be there and do it. But work. The talk went really well, though. So that worked really well with the writers group, which is why I was out of town. It literally was work. So talked well. And then we had meetings. I had a breakfast. I had an evening meeting with some people and a breakfast meeting with some people. And then, what I mean? It was just a lot. It was a lot.
Don't worry. I didn't get very far because I started to read it and I didn't have the audio book yet. So I read it with my eyeballs and I got to page 35 and my brain checked out. So, so I'm hoping that the audiobook will come in soon and I can just restart it and get caught up.
Gotcha. And Nicole says, hi, Zwank. And still up. It's 11:17 p.m. here. It's Friday night. Oh, it's not as late. Oh, I forgot that you and Jessica Kiwi are off by hours. I keep forgetting. To me, you're on the same side of the world. So, yeah, I forget you're actually very far away. And Ren says, yes, and then we lose. And when we lose, I go to Brazil. When? There's not even an if.
What?
Okay, I'm amused by that, Ren. I'm so amused. I don't even know who's in the lead or favored. I just have no idea. I just know it's happening. Allie says, hi, Pearl. And Molly says, yes, Kelly, but so will I. Go Red. Molly says, I didn't send you the link. I only sent one video by itself. Oh. Then I will play it. I will play that. Molly says, hugs to Allie. And Angie says, Ren, I finished Kingdom of Ash last night. It's going to be in my top books this year easily. Oh, that's awesome. That's good to hear. I love when people love books. Nicely done. Allie says, hello, Nicole. And Allie says, thank you, Molly. And Angie says, hi, Nicole. And Swank says, Allie, I feel you. I couldn't sleep either. Yeah, no, I slept like a rock because I hadn't slept the first 2 nights. Didn't sleep the night before because I had the drive and I had to do all the things. And then didn't sleep, at Sarah's because it's not my house, right? So drove 6 hours and 24 and didn't sleep 2 nights in a row. So yeah, last night I slept fine. I mean, it was just my 6 hours, but I'm good with 6 hours. It was nice, solid 6 hours. So
I tossed and
Nice.
turned.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Well, it
I
was
love
the cat, and then apparently they've started road work.
again.
Yeah, so they've like put up the barricades or whatever, but it's not our street. When you go to the intersection, that side street, that's what they're working on. But because the houses are right there, it reverberates
Still
and I
hear
can
it.
hear it. And there's lights everywhere.
You're like, look, nighttime construction might be good for traffic, but it's really bad for sleep.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm hoping that they're doing this part that's closest to the house and then they move down the road so it goes away.
Oh, I'm so
But we'll
sorry.
see. I
Well,
have to venture out tomorrow to go to the grocery store, so we'll see. Because I have to take that road. Either that or I'll be like going, God damn it, now I gotta go all the way down and all the way around.
you're like, don't worry, y'all will all hear about it on Monday.
Yep.
Or Sunday.
Or
Sunday.
Sunday.
That's right. That's right. Excellent. All right. So we are a little early, which I love. So why don't we go ahead and start this first sprint so I can watch the news and, Alicia can get breakfast, I'm assuming.
Breakfast!
Here we go. I'll see y'all in 30. And there was our first sprint. And I was able to eat breakfast and watch the news and open my document for my my whip. So I am ready to get going and make sure this all works out and it runs smoothly and everyone wants to read it. That's the plan. That's the plan. Books have to get better, not worse. How are you doing, Alicia?
I got me and the kids breakfast because everybody's awake now. I did eat most of my breakfast, but I have to finish my yogurt. And there's my little pieces that go in the yogurt. It's a peanut butter cup Chobani flip. So Greek yogurt with little chocolate chips and peanut butter bits and things.
That sounds amazing.
And I was looking for a picture on my phone, and I still have not found it. I know I have it. I just gotta find it.
It's
because
hiding.
I wanted to do a comparison once the bookshelves are in. I wanted to do like a before and after.
Mhm.
And so I know I have it. That, and I need to figure out how big the shelves need to be for the one bookcase that houses the textbooks. Because I know that 12 inches is, or like a foot, is not going to be
Enough.
sufficient, right? And so I think I found that photo. There's only 5 shelves, but they're much like spaced bigger. So of course I would have to recreate that, and we can't because the bookshelf itself does not stand on its own anymore. So I got to figure out how to figure out what the shelf was.
Can't you just measure the textbooks and then add some inches?
Maybe. I would have to find all of them, though, and find out which one's the biggest.
True. That's what I would do, though. Let's see. Where were we? How did everyone else do in chat? I think we had Jean joined us. Why, hello, Jean. So good to see you. Hello, Kelly and Alicia. And Courtney says, good morning, Jean, Alicia, and Kelly. Why, good morning, Courtney. How are you today? Happy Juneteenth. I'm going to start it by working out. Perfect. I love it. And yes, happy Juneteenth to you as well. Alicia says, hello, Jean. And hello, Courtney. Ali says, hello, Jean. And Courtney reads. And Vanessa has joined us. Why, hello, Vanessa. How are you on this fine day? Morning, Pirates. Vanessa says, welcome back, Kelly. Why, thank you. Thank you. It's very nice to be back. And Allie says, morning, Vanessa. Vanessa says, morning, Allie. And Pearl says, I had a bite to eat and did some ironing. Ooh, excellent.
Nice.
Ren says, made it to 16% in Idle Fire. Moving right along. And I got to page 49 in Rilla of Ingleside. Allie did. Nicely done, Allie. Swank says, Privet, Courtney. Molly says, hi, Vanessa. Swank says, Guten Morgen, Jean. And finish my morning pages. Yay. And Molly says, hiya, Jean. Excellent. That's it. We got through the Jean. We just got lots of hellos and got some reading done and some morning pages done. Nicely done.
And I think you skipped the como estai, Vanessa. Because she said that before she said privet to Courtney.
That's not even on my thing.
Womp.
That's funny. That's
that
not
would
in
be
here.
why you skipped it. I've been seeing a couple of people because I had the same problem yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody else had the same problem on theirs.
All right, YouTube. Behave. Show everybody all the comments. Freaking
right?
Sick. Agent T says, I need to go shopping, but I also know if I go right now, I will buy a load of random stuff. So you need to eat first.
Yep.
Eat first.
Mm-hmm.
Vanessa says, morning, Molly, and hey, Jean. And she says, I'm trying to get a workload report out to my team, so I'm going to mute for a few. No, I get it. We're going to go right to the spread, so you're going to be cool.
Mm-hmm.
And Vanessa says, benissimo, et tu? And Agent T says, I have eaten first. Oh, so you need to make a list? Is that the next thing?
I know I need to do that.
Vanessa says today is bill pay and social media scheduling day. Excellent. Today is I have sprints and I need to update video. Recorded update video because I finished the Stonewall Reader. It was so good. Highly recommend the audio. And I don't think I've ever recommended an audio. But I recommend the audio to Stonewall Reader because some of the interviews in there, the actual interview is in the audio. Like from, the people instead of just like the transcripts that are in the book. So that was really cool. So highly recommend the audio for that. But yeah, it was nice. I think I understand Stonewall a lot more now. Like I only knew about Stonewall tangentially, right? Like I knew what it was, but I didn't know how it happened or what happened during it or, what exactly it meant or I didn't know any of that stuff. I just knew this was an important thing that kind of sparked off, the gay rights movement, except after listening to Stonewall, I'm not sure that's how I would describe it. I would say what it actually did was it actually made a bunch of gay people in the country realize that they're not alone. And so you had a whole lot more organizations form. You had a whole lot more people come out. You had but you know what I mean? Like it was kind of, by what I just read, not an expert, that's what I feel like it actually did. Because it's not like they suddenly got a whole bunch of rights afterwards, right? So it wasn't, but it definitely told people, oh, look, I'm not alone. Look at that. Concerning noises. Kids or cats? Nope, you're muted. You muted when you heard the noise and then you haven't.
Isis is trying to get into the cabinet.
Oh.
So all you hear is like she opens it and then it closes. Yeah. What are you doing? You silly cat. I swear she's getting more senile by the day.
Oh, poor baby. Vanessa says, hubby got a tiny, tiny raise, so an extra $15 to play with. I'm rich.
Woohoo!
You don't need to pay bills anymore. Now you can pay someone to pay your bills. I mean, come on, $15? You're a billionaire.
Right? If they can do it in an hour, they're good.
That's right. Nicole says that was a brilliant book. I would love to read that again. Yes, I think that one I will be reading again too, because there's a lot to sit on, right? Zwank says, Vanessa, cozy. Is that like más o menos in Spanish? And Nicole says it was very interesting about the mob too. Yes, I agree. And I'd heard on another documentary that the drag queens, I'm using their term that they used in the book, right? That the drag queens had a lot to do with what was happening and that the gay men were like, go away, because they were so afraid of the optics when they were trying to get gay rights. They're like, look, we're guys just like you. You can give us rights. We're not scary, right? And then the drag queens come. They're like, oh, no, they're going to be scared of you. I need you to go away. And I was like, dudes, it's just one of those things. If anything, it just proves that everyone should have equal rights because people are people. And prejudice is in every group of people. Do you see what I mean? So and it actually honed in too, because Nicole, you read Lilac People too. And there's one paragraph in it where the Dr. Hirschfield, the fictional Dr. Hirschfield, this is not an exact quote, talks about how the reason, even though he was not transgender, why he helped so many transgender people was because the transgender is the bottom rung of the societal, in the Western society, the bottom rung. So if you take care of the bottom rung, right, then everyone else is taken care of. So it's kind of that thing, like you judge a society by its weakest link, but it doesn't mean weakest link, like as in the people who are the weakest. It means the people, that we decide are at the bottom of it, right? It's a much better analogy than the weakest link.
Right.
And so it was just, that's really reflected in the Stonewall book we read too. So it was fascinating. Nicole says, yeah, I agree. It made them feel seen and heard in many ways. Yeah, exactly. And Vanessa says, Stonewall. There are tons of queer people who don't know very much about their own history, especially how much trans women were at the forefront of the queer equality movement. Yeah. And they highlight that in this book. They definitely do. They highlighted 100%. So it was fascinating. Stonewall. I know that you either got a copy or reserved a copy. I can't remember where you were on that, Vanessa, but yeah, it's really cool. They also had the what was that term you taught me the other day? And they had an entire essay. Hold on. And I was like, dude, Vanessa taught me that term. I don't know why I had never heard of it before. Hold on, let me find it. Let's see if it's in the title. Hold on, I gotta find it. This one. It might have been my favorite essay. And it was by, it's a straight woman. Fag hag. I had not heard that term until you told me that term, Vanessa. So,
Oh, I knew that one.
yeah, and I think Swank was talking about it, right? I didn't. It's not like I'd never heard of it. And considering all the gays I hang out with when I was doing theater in Chicago, you would think I would have known that term, but I didn't. And so there's an entire essay about that in here, and it was just it's really good. I will definitely read it again. And I might read it this time instead of the audio, so I get it in a different way, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Nicole says, "So true, Vanessa." And Vanessa says, "Yep." Kosi is like, "Okay, yep, okay, más o menos. Thank you." And Agent T says, "Lists don't work for me. I always end up with more stuff." Well, in that case, you might as well just go to the store. I mean, I don't know what solution there is for you then. If
But
you've
how
already
do you know
eaten,
what to get?
if you've already eaten and you making a list doesn't help, I don't know that if you go right now, you're going to buy all kinds of stuff. Isn't that going to happen anytime then? I'm very curious, Agent T. Explain to me your psychology. Go.
I need to know more because how do you know what to get if you don't make a list? Do you
You
just
don't
wing
ever
it?
you don't just ever go to the store and just say, I'm going to grab this shit for dinner and come home?
Nope.
Oh, we do that all the time.
I plan my meals for the week before I go to the grocery store because I buy the ingredients that I'm going to use for said things.
Sometimes we're just like, what are you in the mood for? Or we go to the store and we're like, ooh, salmon's on sale. What do you want?
Well, see, I don't eat seafood, so I stay out of the seafood section.
So it'd be
but
some fine. So pork shoulders on sale.
Right.
Cool. What are we going to make?
nope, I don't do any of that. I always like plan the meals, but I also have built in 2 days that are leftover days, and then Fridays is usually family dinner where we have pizza. So I'm only cooking Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, maybe Saturday.
I mean, we only cook twice a week now, so.
I would like to get to that point.
Well, we don't have the kids anymore. You know what I mean? Like we had family dinner, especially in that age. We did it all the way through until my son started high school. So my daughter was in her second year of middle school. But before that, we had family dinner every night. So, but then their activities got too crazy. So we just couldn't do that. So we cooked almost every night at that point. But yeah, we I do a list. Don't get me wrong. But often we will just go to the store and just go, it would be like, okay, we need toilet paper. But otherwise, what do you want? Plan the meal while we're there. And Nicole says, and so many other people that I would like to investigate. Yeah, in the book. Yeah, I agree. And I'm not a big fan of essays, but it really worked for me in this book. Maybe because I didn't know anything about it. So it was cool to learn those kind of essays. A lot of time essays are, white women and white men bitching about stuff. I'm like, I don't care. I don't care. And Mai says, howdy. Why, hello, Mai. How are you? Vanessa says gay men had something to lose socially, so they tried to protect that. Drag queens, trans women, they didn't have much of anything to lose. Yeah, that makes sense. And again, I didn't even think about it, but it was very clear in here that that's exactly what was happening. And not just lose, the gay men were trying to move forward, and they thought the drag queens were dragging them behind, for lack of a better term. And Angie said, okay, report sent out. Yay, you did it. Welcome back. And Vanessa says, great job, Angie. Ellie says, once I finish Rilla of Ingleside, the next book on my TBR, Kelly, is Tarbin's True Air. I'm so excited to read it. Oh, I hope you love it. I'm pretty proud of that book. So much so that there's a little scene at the end of book 2, which is the whole thing. It's a duology. That a little scene, because I wanted to write something else. I'm going to take her and put her in my new fantasy. So I'm excited about that. So it's all going to be connected. Vanessa says the people who have nothing to lose are always the most dangerous to the status quo. Makes sense to me.
Mhm.
And that's also why historically rich people created tension between poor whites and enslaved people, because if they ever worked together, the elites would be destroyed. Yeah. Yeah. And if anyone ever had a doubt of that, you can just see it now very clearly.
Yep.
And Nicole says, yeah, I'm looking into trans history, so I don't know much of the history, and Stonewall has opened up my curiosity about their history. Yeah, the Lilac people was so good with that. I looked up so many things, and there are reference books in there too that I want to read as well. Vanessa says, as it is now, it has always ever been. Yep, I agree. Swing says, Fruit Fly is so much better. Fruit Fly. Oh, instead of Fag Hag? I gotcha. And Vanessa says, yes. Yeah, I do like that term better. I like that. Agent T says, if I go right now, I will miss the sprints. Oh, I see. Well, in that case, I'm sorry. You got at least another hour. I make a list, but then I always buy extra. Oh, I gotcha. I mean, that makes sense. Sometimes you're like, oh crap, I forgot to put basil in here. Jean says, I might put Alicia into I never have a list.
I never have a list. I always have a list.
I was going to say, are you kidding?
I have a notebook of lists.
Yeah, and Jean says, oh, nope. Angie says, so I was unprepared for just how spicy Game Changers would be immediately with the first few chapters.
No.
I did a watch along a few months ago about Heated Rivalry, and Heated Rivalry. And I was like, you know what? Look, man, these guys are hot. This is great. By the way, very creative where they put the cameras. But anyways, there was like no plot. I'm like, I need something else. So it didn't work for me. And then I was told the book was just like that. So I was like, nah, I'm good. I need more. Just like battle scenes the whole time. Sex scenes and battle scenes are the same thing. And they were just, I can't watch an entire thing of just battle scenes either. I need more than that.
Mm.
And Vanessa says there are gay people still in the queer community who believe trans people are harming the queer cause. It's so frustrating. Yeah, it is very frustrating. And I actually know a couple myself. Lesbians, though, not gay men that I know. And Nicole says, yeah, The Lilac People was a good book. And yes, it has opened up so much reading, right? And Jean says, I might put Alicia into shock. I never make a list when I go shopping. Oh, there you go. See? So you could totally go shopping without a list.
I can't do it. Nope.
I will say, Jean, though, you're only buying for you, though, right? It is so much easier. Because we made lists more regularly when we were feeding the entire family than we do that it's just Kevin and I going, right? So it is a lot easier to go by without a list if you're not feeding a family, I have to say, in my opinion. And do you want to know how Journal Week is going, Alicia?
It's going quite well. Lorelai has made her journal. Tiny Man, not so much. He has a notebook that he's been writing in, but I wouldn't say it's his journal. Because he's got one where he can like draw a picture at the top, and then it has like the primary school lines of paper. So he's drawing pictures, and then he writes a little bit about it.
That's journaling. That's really cool. That is 100% journaling.
So, well, the way that he's doing it, though, it could be considered journaling, but like it's not like he sits down and writes. It's more, I drew this picture. This is what it is.
Well, he's recording his life as an artist. I think that counts as journaling.
It could be, yes. But no, we're doing fine. Lorelai was doing it earlier. Now they're eating breakfast, so she's like, I'll come back when I'm done. I'm like, okay.
Gotcha. Jean has to approve all Nicole's comments. Really? I haven't even seen them come up. So you've been getting them, Jean. So nicely done. First of all, second of all, why? Nothing she's written has been any kind of.
I could see the one about like I like a story with my smut type comment. I could see that.
I like story with my spicy. Yeah, I guess, but not. I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, spicy's the gentle term. I don't know why. But yeah, I like story with my spicy too. Exactly, Nicole. And Vanessa says, Jean, I wonder if it's the sniffer in her name. I mean, maybe, but I mean, Nicole's all over YouTube, so I don't know why that would, whatever. Jean says, that is really cool what Alan is doing. Yeah, see, that is really cool. I like it. And see, Nicole agrees. That is an art journal. Alicia's like, fine, okay, I hear you.
Got it. Get it.
We're all like, leave that boy alone. You're like, fine.
That's why we're doing journaling week, so we can learn different types and whatnot.
Awesome. All right, let us hit this second sprint so I can actually get some work done. Here we go. And there was sprint number 2. And I got to page 18, chapter 4, I'm in the middle of. So moving right along, minor changes at this point, really remembering the characters and the things that I changed from that first book, and it's working really well. How'd you do, Alicia?
I am confused.
You're confused?
I am confused.
What happened?
Is it possible to have an account credit on a credit card?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm still confused, but so we are debt free now. Yay. I thought that when I paid off all of the things, that because we took stuff back to Home Depot and we were refunded money, that money has already been returned and processed. Yes? So then when I went to go pay the credit card off for the flooring, that was the remainder balance. It still says that we have that amount from Home Depot now as an account credit.
Well, maybe it didn't go through when you paid the balance. It hadn't gone through yet. So you thought it already had, and it hadn't.
Well, that's what I'm wondering.
That's my guess. If you go through and look and see if there's any other credit on there, and there isn't, then that's what happened. You just paid it before the credit went through.
Well, we did it. What day did we do it? We did it on the 16th? 15th. We did it on the 15th, and I waited until the 17th to pay it off. Does it normally take more than 2 days to process?
It can. It takes a lot longer to get a refund on a credit card than it does for the credit card to be charged. But I obviously don't know the date. But again, you could just look at the thing. So if you don't see it anywhere on there,
right?
Because it's not like it takes it off the original balance and recharges a new amount, right? It would be on there as a separate thing. So if you don't see it earlier than that, that's exactly what happened.
Interesting. Well, now I have $116 of an account credit.
Well, you need groceries, just use the card. Put $116 on the card, and then, or you put the whole thing on the card, and then just pay off that balance. You know what I mean?
Whatever's left.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to see what Alan wants to do, but I was looking at it to make sure that everything was still at 0, and I saw that, and then I was just like, hold on, why do the other 2 cards have amounts? Because they shouldn't have amounts. And then I was like, well, mine should have a small amount because I went to Walgreens to pick up my prescription. And I was like, okay, fine, whatever. That I can pay off. But then I was just like, but how did it go from $10 to $124?
And then you saw that it was a credit, not a minus. And you're like, wait a minute.
Well, no, that's on a different card because me and Alan each have a card. So there's 3 total. And then there's an Amex. And I was like, well, how did mine go from $10 to $124? I forgot that I used the rest of my birthday money, which is a processing over from PayPal. I forgot that I had used my card to pay for the Lego, and then the money is coming from PayPal so that I could just put it back on the card.
Get off.
See what I mean? This is what, and I'm sitting there going, oh crap, Alan's gonna yell at me because everything was at 0 and now we have balances again. I don't need the stress in my life. And I'm like, nope, it's fine. I'm confused about the account credit. We're good.
Yeah, I'm sure that's all it is.
I confused and stressed myself out all in one.
So funny.
I'm good.
Money's confusing. It's so confusing.
Yes, it is. It is indeed.
Let's see.
This is where I just go to Barnes & Noble with the Amex. I've got money.
Gotcha. Oh, we lost Nicole. Sorry, I didn't get to say goodnight. Well, good night, Nicole. I hope you have good sleep, and I'm sure we shall see you soon. Yeah, Nicole said journaling is a personal thing. Yep, for sure. You can't do it wrong. Angie says, good night, Nicole. And Nicole gave hearts. And Swank says, hey, the storm has lowered the temp. Yay, it's 72 degrees. That is one good thing, right? Clouds are coming through today. Go away. I want my son back. I'm feeling sleepy, though. You can see I'm not totally recovered yet. And Jean says, last couple comments for Nicole didn't need to be approved. I believe it was the previous gay comments like fag hag. It was asking for approval. Gotcha.
And smut.
And Courtney says, bye, Nicole. I haven't heard that term in so long, Jean. And Allie says, bye, Nicole. Yeah, it was in the Stonewall Reader, Courtney. That's why we were talking about it. And Angie says, I'm going to suffer through until 50% of this book, and then I'm going to DNF. It is so bad. How did this turn into a series? I'm so sorry. I think that about I Who Have Never Known Men. Like, I once started that book, and then on my feed this morning, there was still someone else who gave it a 4-star. I'm like, why?
What book is this again? The
I Who Have Never Known Men. I Who Have Never Known Men is one of... Oh, what?
The one that she's reading.
She's got to say it again down here. I don't remember, but it's down. I saw that it was later in the comments, so hold on. So, yeah. Oh, because Courtney asked, what's the book? And Vanessa says, working on bill paying, listening to the Necessary Conversation podcast while I do. Ooh. And Molly says, I'm reading comics and novellas this morning. Oh, that's nice. Sometimes it's nice just to read some light things. Like I'm reading Out of My Mind. And you know me, you've seen me trying to read 100 pages on every Wednesday night, and I like never make it. And last night, starting this book, I got 146 pages in.
What?
It's a middle grade, man. It reads fast.
Yeah.
It's really fast. So I will definitely finish this today, which is nice because that finishes my Here Kid prompt for the heritage thing. So, because this is for disability. And Angie says it's Game Changers by Rachel Reed. There you go. That's the book.
Oh.
Ellie says took a shower, got dressed, and got to page 54 in Rilla of Ingleside. Almost finished chapter 6. Nice. Just curious because I've not read all of the Anne of Green Gables, and I probably won't. Who's Rilla? Is that like her daughter or something? And Ren
at first I thought it was a typo.
No, because it's not. How much can they talk about this kid who actually has a pretty easy life, right? So
true.
The beginning of her life sucked, but the rest of her life worked out just fine. But I mean, Anne of Green Gables takes her all the way to like college, like adulthood. So I was just very confused about where the series goes,
Gotcha.
So I'm just wondering, just curious if it like goes through her kids or something. And Ren says, made it to 20% in Idle Fire. Things are picking up now. Yay!
Ooh.
Think about fantasy. If you really want to do the fantasy, you kind of have to be a little patient. Zwank says, worked on my Bujo. Yay! Molly says, holy crud, Allie, that's a lot for one sprint. And Courtney says, haven't read it, but at least you gave it a chance. Yep. I agree. Pearl says, I scrolled. Oops. Next sprint, I will start Wayward. I'm interested to know what you hear. There's mixed reviews, right? And I'm one of the ones that was like, eh. So I'm interested to see what you think. And I love witchy books. So, I mean, come on. And that cover is one of my favorite ones ever. So, but yeah, it was for me. Molly says, hi, Courtney. And Courtney says, hi, Molly. Vanessa says, credit processing usually takes several business days. There you go. And Vanessa's like you. She stays up on it, right? So there you go. Zwank says, you go, Allie. And Vanessa says, even when you make a charge, it doesn't usually hit the card officially for 1 to 3 business days. Credits usually take a few days longer. There you go.
Rude.
Allie says, I know, Molly. I was extremely productive, and I needed a shower, mostly for a cry and to be clean. I'm sorry. Well, hopefully, I hope the cry helped clear some things. It's hard when you have a relative who's sick, especially, there's nothing you can do except be there for them. Allie says, thanks, Swink. And Vanessa says, it's better for your credit score to use your cards periodically and pay them off. Yeah, I agree. That's why we have one card that we keep a balance on. But the other ones, we use them like once every 6 months and then just pay it off just to make sure they stay alive. Now, mind you, we were so bad. We even had like lots of department stores. Those are all, paid off and closed. But we have a few. We have an American Express. That's the one we use, and it always has a balance on it. And then we have a couple visas, and so we go in and out with those. But yeah,
I think that's what we have. We have the Amex and then 2 visas.
there you go. And Vanessa says, nope, I read that one. Molly says, what are you reading, Kelly? Oh, I'm reading my 4th book. So I'm actually working. You know, the thing that Time Pirates was made for? So I'm reading my 4th book. I'm making sure that the acts are all straight because I still have that last bit of the ending. But it feels shaky and I want it to feel strong. So I'm going, and then I had a few weeks where I was doing too many things and I couldn't write, right? So now that I'm back into it, I want to read it and make sure it all flows nicely. So that's what I am doing now. And Ellie says it's her daughter. It is her daughter. Excellent. Very cool. And Lindsay says, that's me back from the hairdressers. Oh, do you feel beautiful? I have got to go get my hair cut. I have to go pick up my prescription after this. Maybe I'll just get my hair cut too. I need like half of this off. It is too hot out there for all this freaking hair. I'm assuming Rilla is short for Marilla, which was the name of the woman that adopted Anne. Oh, that would make sense. She named her daughter after the woman who adopted her. I mean, I think that's cool. Jean says, I stopped reading at book 2 of Anne of Green Gables, but I have been to Prince Edward Island and seen the house. They made the house for the 1985 miniseries. Now it is a tourist site. Oh, that's kind of cool. Lindsay says, going to read some of Frankenstein as I'm only 50 pages away from being done with this boring ass book. Right? I agree. I only read it because it was a classic, just like Pride and Prejudice. Ellie says, it was Marilla. Oh, nicely done, Angie. You win the trivia question for the day. And Vanessa says, I pay my credit cards off every month, but we have 3 that we use regularly. I love it. Yeah, no, this one of them, we just can't get a hold of it. It is what it is. Molly says, didn't you say you were reading something for Here Kid too? No, I mean, I am, but not right now. I will be doing that at during my sprints today. So my sprints start at 3 p.m. my time, so 4 p.m. Eastern. And so I will be reading A Lot's Away. I'm almost done with it. I will definitely finish it during sprints. I have under 2 hours to go, and I think I'm sprinting for 4 or 5. So I will definitely finish that. And then I'll finish out of my mind, even though it's not a thing one, and just count the pages because I need to get it done. And Courtney says, that is smart, Vanessa. Molly says, I can't wait until you're almost ready to publish the 4th book so I can read the 3rd one. No pressure, though. Hey, it'll be good by the time you get it. I promise. So, and plus, you know the author. You could get it early and get the beta read done. See, look at that. And Lindsay says, yeah, my hair is beautiful, although I got soaked, so it's slightly less nice than it was. I have a friend moving to Scotland. She's going to be there a year to study. She's going to grad school. And she was like, doing research on Scotland. She's like, it looks like everyone, they just wear raincoats all the time. She says, but, I hate raincoats. So I'm going to bring this umbrella. I was like, I mean, okay, but she's like, I'm so hot in a raincoat. I'm like, it's not Texas. It's not nearly as hot in Scotland as it is here, at least most days. So, yeah, but I was thinking of you. And Molly says, got it. Vanessa says, also, one trick, if you have to carry a balance, is to transfer your balance to another card. Usually balance transfers are 3 to 5% fee to transfer, but you get 0% interest for 6 months or a year. Yeah, that's actually not a bad idea. Vanessa, way cheaper than the 22% interest they want to charge. Yeah. And Allie says, oh no, I have when it rains when I get my hair done. Oh, I hate when it rains when I get my hair done. Yep, I agree. Yep. I mean, I never get anything done except it cut because it doesn't have to rain here for it to get ruined. It's just too humid. Ask Alicia with the curly hair. She knows all about the humidity. Yeah. Let's see. And yep. And Agent T says using an umbrella in Scotland is only going to last about 2 minutes before the umbrella breaks in the wind. That's what I tried to tell her. Lindsay says it's normally too windy for umbrellas, so most people have a variety of raincoats and winter coats. Yeah, I tried. I tried, y'all. I tried.
See,
I don't know
they're
what to tell you. She's
backing
just
up the
gonna have
statement.
to figure it out for herself because she was not hearing me. Agent T says, yeah, I think I do own an umbrella, but I never use one. I was like, you're researching the country, and they said umbrellas aren't going to work around here. You want to, wear a raincoat, and these are the things. And then she's like, nah, umbrella.
I've got my umbrella.
That's very American. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. Vanessa says she'll be purchasing a Scottish raincoat soon. Yes, that's exactly what's going to happen. She's moving there in September too, so she's going to find out real quick.
Sorry, not sorry.
But I might go visit her. That would be really cool to go visit her. So if I do that, it all depends on money, right? So if I do go visit her, I'll let y'all know because I would love to meet at a pub somewhere, guys. That would be fun. Yep. She can get a Mac. There you go. Yeah, a Mac in the pouring rain. I knew it was called something else and I forgot it. I should have remembered my Beatles lyrics. That doesn't mean that's what they call it in Scotland, though. If I've learned anything, they have their own words. Lindsay has taught me. Like messages instead of groceries. All right. Let us get
messages
this last
instead of groceries?
What? Oh, yeah. Oh, we've had that discussion. Yeah. Yeah. It cracks me up. I love it. All right. Last sprint. Here we go. Sorry, here, Lorelai. Here we go.
This is my life.
And there was our last sprint. A successful Friday, all wrapped up and in the books. I got to page 33, chapter 7. So moving right along, and I'm excited with where it's going. My days are lined up nicely. It's the thing I always have to check at this point, make sure, Friday doesn't turn into Sunday somewhere along the way, right? So you got to make sure it all lines up, especially with the mystery, right? So the details matter. How'd you do, Alicia?
Well, after oh crap. After dealing with temper tantrums and fights from the children, they apparently were trying to build a fort in the living room like they did yesterday, and Tiny Man is like playing the Switch, but she was in the fort, and then he was like, I want to go in too, but then he's playing the Switch, and push came to shove, and things collapsed.
Literally in this case.
Literally. And he refuses to help put it back together. So I said, well, if you're not going to help put it back together, Lorelai, rebuild it, and he's not allowed in.
Mhm.
And he was like, no,
That sounds fair to
fair.
me.
And I was like,
No,
well,
it's
it
perfectly
is
fair.
fair
Uh-huh.
because you made it fall and you're not willing to help put it back. So,
Yep, perfectly fair.
and so if you saw me dancing also, it's because they wanted to listen to the Soda Pop song from K-Pop Demon Hunters. So we were doing the infectious dance while I was trying to start the next section of my reading journal. Could you tell what the theme's going to be?
Nope, because I'm blind and I can't see it.
It's coffee.
Oh, yum.
Coffee, brown colors, that kind of thing. So I have an actual sheet of stickers that are coffee stains.
Okay, that's clever.
And then we have one that's kind of like a cozy vibe to go with it. And we have one that is like an actual cafe.
Cute.
And it says, today's good mood is sponsored by coffee.
Oh, I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. All right, let us see where we were in the chat.
Oh no.
Let's see, we're talking about umbrellas in Scotland and how unwise that is. And Vanessa says, I have learned a ton of Scottish history and culture from Kenny Boyle on Threads. Oh, nice. I'm still not on Threads. I don't know. I can barely handle YouTube, and I'm trying Instagram. That's it. If I get really good at Instagram, maybe I'll add something else. But until then, it's just going to have to wait. And Jean says, well, at least they were having fun at Alicia's house. And that's what you said, happily until we heard about the argument. See, that's
yes. Yep, I'm going with that.
Angie says, I'm heading over to join some tar sprints. Have a great weekend, Pirates. Absolutely. Good luck. I hope you escape. Let's see, it's not Escape Readathon. Which one? That's the Amazing Race.
Yes.
So the Amazing Readathon. That's it. So I hope you make it to the next destination. How's that? Have a great weekend, Pirates. Thank you. Thank you, Angie. It was so good seeing you. We will see you Monday, if not sprints on some other time this weekend. And Nina joined us. Why, hello, Nina. How are you doing today? Hello, ladies. Good morning. Allie says, my book is not helping my mental health. Reading about war while dealing with yesterday's medical news isn't working too well. Oh, I'm sorry. I think I'm going to move to Charbon's True Air. Finish that. Then finish Rilla of Ingleside. The person I'm borrowing it from knows what happened yesterday and said I could take my time and come back to it in 2 weeks or so. There you go. There you go. Good advice. Escape into a magical world, and it's YA, right? Mm-hmm. So it's a fun romp. Not that there are stakes, right? But it's a fun romp. It's not a complicated plot. It's really good for a 13-year-old, right? So like I said, I'm reading a middle grade right now. So sometimes you want that thing that the 13-year-old wants to read, right? I just need something simpler right now. And Ellie says bye to Angie, and Tiny Fairy has joined us. Why, hello, Tiny Fairy. I don't know if I've seen you on the channel before. Welcome in. If you have a different name you would like us to use, please let us know. And Tiny says, hi, I just got here. How many more sprints do you still have? Sorry, this was the last one for Time Pirates. So we will do them again starting on Monday. And we are here every Monday from 9 a.m. Eastern until around now. So sometimes as far as noon Eastern, but that's about it. We did like one extra sprint on Tuesday or something so I could finish a book. But yeah, so we are there for that long, and we do at least 3 30-minute sprints to get our work done. These are shorter sprints because the point to this, even though it's not what we're always doing, is for reading and revising our works as writers. Alicia and I are writers. But you can do whatever you need to. Most people read during those sprints, and I also often read during those sprints. So we are happy to have you. And Agent T says, Tiny, I think this is the last one. Yes, thank you. I love the chat, by the way. I love you guys. Thank you for taking care of new people so they don't run away before I get back to talk. I appreciate it a lot. And Ali says, yes, I also think it's the last one. You are both correct. Points to both of you. And Tiny says, okay, are you guys here every day? And Agent T answers, every weekday at 9 a.m. Eastern. And Tony says, nice. I just sub. I see you guys Monday. Yes. See you then. Thank you so much for being in here. We'll talk to you then and maybe get your name if you have one you'd like us to use. If not, right now, hello, Tiny. And Lindsay says, today's Scottish word is oos, said like goose. Oos. Okay. It means dust bunnies.
Dust bunnies?
Oos means dust. Okay, where did that come from? Or
we
fluff,
don't like dust bunnies.
Well, she didn't say it was a good or a bad word. She said this is what it is. Said like goose, it means dust bunnies found in your house, or fluff, like the stuff that comes off a new jumper. Oh,
interesting.
I have oos on my arms for my new hoodie. How funny. Oos.
Thank you for using it in a sentence.
That's right. Oh, that's cool. I love it. And Molly says, perfect timing. Ren says, no, that's not dust bunnies. That's dog hair. That's not the same. Not the same at all. Oh, he means the dead stuffed animals. We always say she's a serial killer for stuffed animals because there's fluff all over the room, which I cleaned like intimately, like when I went and hit the thing and everything, like Monday or something like that, right? Like it was just this week that I completely, and of course, right away, immediately. And right now she's rolling on Kevin to get all the pets. I love is her. And Ren made it to 30% in Idle Fire. Thanks for sprints, Kelly and Alicia. Absolutely, Ren. Thank you so much for being here. Vanessa says, okay, I have a question for everyone. If I said you go to the grocery store once more before we go out of town for a week, don't go crazy with the milk, what would you think I meant?
Buy a half gallon or less.
Don't buy milk. Either don't buy milk or buy whatever the smallest version is that you get. That's what I think it would mean.
Yep.
Ellie says, I didn't get much done that sprint. Vanessa says, Kenny is probably on Insta too. He's awesome. Kenny Boyle official. I'll look it up. Courtney says, okay, time for some food, then a walk. Excellent, Courtney. Go out there, enjoy the weather. Though at this time already, we'd be melting if we went out for a walk.
Uh-huh.
Jean says, listening to Lights Out by Nevessa Allen at 57%. That's the new one, right? Is that the new one?
No. Lights Out is book 1. Then it's Caught Up. And the newest one is Game On.
Gotcha.
I want to read that so bad.
Let's see. Alicia says Alicia's Maker's Quest is next. Yes, thank you for putting the thing in. And then after that, I have Gay Shit sprints. So we go to me, and then Alicia, and then back to me for Gay Shit. And let's do it. Let's get it done.
Yep.
And Alicia says I start at a noonish. Yep. So what? 20 minutes. Go take a break. And come on back. I have to eat some real food. So I make it through my sprints because, the Kind bar was just not enough, especially after, going on that walk. And Courtney says Lights Out was so good. Oh, see, Courtney loved it. You need to move it up on your list, Alicia.
I got to find it again, and then I can read it. It's in that pile of books somewhere.
Somewhere over there. Swank says, thanks for sprints. Got slot done on my Bujo. Yay! You should put some pictures up so we can see them. And Vanessa says, thank you, Remilk. Yeah, see, we got it. I think this is a husband argument. I think that's what this is.
Yep.
I recognize it.
Probably means by one of every kind.
See, Zafo says it means by one of every kind, right?
Oh my god. You would have such rotting milk when you come back. You'd have cottage cheese instead of milk.
Yeah. Alicia says
Yeah.
you'd have cottage cheese when you got home instead of milk.
I don't even know if milk turns into cottage cheese, but ew.
It does if you have enough fat in it, but you have to like add.
Oh, you'd have to have like the
You have
whole
to add
milk.
vinegar. You have to add acid.
Ew. Either way, no thank you.
And Swank says a lot. Yeah, a lot done. I gotcha. I know. I'm the one who messed up. I understood what you meant. I just didn't read it properly. Ellie says thanks for sprints, Kelly and Alicia. I will be in the chat for Maker's Quest, Alicia. Yay!
Woohoo!
Vanessa says my husband was so confused and I had to add don't buy 3 gallons of milk 2 days before we go out of town. And he said it was my fault he didn't understand.
That's for sure a husband thing.
How much milk do y'all eat or drink? That's crazy. Since my son moved out, we drink very little. Milk
I
is one of
mean-
his things.
Between my kids and my husband, we go through 2 gallons in a week.
Well, with the kids, yes, we did too. When our kids were young, we did as well. But now we have half a gallon, and we only buy half a gallon if we want cereal that week. And here's the thing, though, because Jenna drinks some. Otherwise,
Right.
once Jenna leaves, it'll just be me because Zafo gets the lactose-free one,
Mm.
right? And then in my matcha, I've been putting the almond milk. So
Right.
yeah. And Vanessa says, I told him that a reasonable person would understand what I meant. It was implied by that you're going to the store where you buy milk, not drink milk. So if you're using me as an example of a reasonable person, maybe not the best example. Courtney says, don't you love the lack of responsibility? Right? Guess you can freeze them, Vanessa. Ew. Can you freeze? I don't know if you can. Could you
You
do that?
can, but you'd have to like take some of it out before you freeze it because of
Well,
the-
yeah, because it expands. But that's
Yeah.
really?
But then you'd have to be careful about how you thaw it because then
It'll all separate. I don't see how that would work. I mean, you
it
could
can
just
be
make
done.
ice cream out of it and then freeze it. I mean, that would work. Ellie says hi, Zafo. Hi. He waves back. He's happy as today off for June 10th.
Woohoo!
Vanessa says, Courtney, can I freeze my husband for a while? I mean, he might defrost better. Who knows? Vanessa says, thank you for sprints, ladies, and listening to my rant. Oh, yeah, we understand it. I might not have had that exact argument, but per Zafo's response, we've had similar ones. It's like, how did you not know what I was saying?
Yep.
Um,
I have no room to talk because I have learned my lesson with my husband and grocery shopping. I sent him to the store, and this was after we got power back from Milton. I sent him to the store. I said, just go get a few things so that we could like make sandwiches, have milk, that kind of thing, just in case the power went out again. He came back with $300 worth of groceries.
in his defense, $300 might have just been the meat and the bread.
No,
It's ridiculous
He-
now. I can't
he
believe
bought-
how much we spend every time we go to the stupid store.
it was like he went to the grocery store for the week. And I said, just get bread, meat, cheese, milk. And he came back
ridiculous.
with like hot dogs and hamburgers. And he was like, I mean, we've got the grill. We could use the grill. And I was like, okay. I don't even know what to say.
We're like, that's
Thanks.
fine. Get to cooking.
Right?
And Courtney says we need to work on that technology. Yes, on the freezing, the husband one. And Vanessa says he's a huge milk drinker. I gotcha.
Mhm.
And Courtney says I try my best not to have hubby buy groceries without me. It depends on the day how well Zafo does, because he's pretty good about sticking to the list. Lately, our ridiculous grocery bill has been more about groceries are being they're just so expensive. The only
Yes.
thing Zafo does do that drives me crazy is when he makes a list, he's like, oh, I need pickles for this recipe. So he writes down pickles, but doesn't see if we have any pickles. That's the only thing we have. I'm like, why did you buy mustard? We have 2 in the pantry. You know, things like that. So that's the only thing he'll do sometimes.
Alan does that too.
Yeah, right?
He wrote tortillas on the list, and I was like, "Why did you write tortillas on the list?" He's like, "Because we ran out." And I'm like, "Did we?" And then I pulled out a whole package from the pantry cabinet, and he was like, "Oh," and I was like, "Did you not look?"
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he goes, "Well, I did, but I didn't." You gotta look. Sometimes they're under things.
Yeah. Just look.
Boy.
And Vanessa says he usually buys 2 gallons when he goes, but we were almost out of the last gallon, so he bought extra. Vanessa says my hubby does most of the grocery shopping, but if I want something specific, I must send him a picture. I mean, I get that because some things
Yeah.
are even, you know, if Zafo wants something specific, I'm like, you need to tell me exactly what it is. Like, be specific. And Vanessa says my hubby does most of the. I read that, and I still might not get the right thing. Vanessa says, "Hey Zafo, where are the smooches? Yeah, where are the smooches? He's still in bed. He's like, I ain't getting up. He kisses me between getting up and going to work. Right? He's like, I'm not working today, so I don't have to kiss her. He's giggling in bed right now." Courtney says my husband can only shop at Dollar Tree without me, maybe Walmart. Otherwise, he gonna spend a lot of money and get straight junk. So he's limited to snacks. Vanessa says my hubby isn't terrible with the grocery shopping, aside from needing very specific instructions sometimes. But I really want him to stop buying the bakery health cookies that are $6 for 8 of them. I mean, are they even that healthy? I see the quotes. I'm wondering.
Yeah.
And Vanessa says my hubby doesn't check to see if we already have stuff either. So what is that? Is that just a man thing?
Yes.
We've had half a dozen cans of something we use in one recipe every few months, right? It's like, dude, we don't need all of it.
I keep trying to get Alan to, because I want to do like a pantry reset. So like kind of eat the things that we have and then buy fresh. And Alan's just like, just buy more. What? No. I mean, I know hurricane season is coming, so we'll have a lot of canned stuff. But at the same time, like, pantry reset.
Yes. Yes.
I want to do this.
Uh-huh.
I've been doing this for how long now? And he's just like, I never knew you did that. Where are you when I do this?
Well, that's part of a lot of a woman's work, especially when you're home with the kids, is invisible, right?
Yep.
It's invisible. That's part of the problem. And Vanessa says, specific. I've written on the grocery list Hawaiian rolls, original, not savory. I didn't even know they came in savory. Original, not savory. What did he bring home? A savory.
You got to underline that not.
He said, I saw savory, so I bought savory. But it says not savory.
Right? Oh.
Yeah, Vanessa says, yep, you win, Allie. That's what he brought home, a savory. I love it. Points to Allie. All right. I'm going to run away so I can make sure to eat and have time to get ready for my sprints. And Alicia, I hope you have very successful sprints. I will probably be in chat. And actually, I will be doing cross stitch during my sprints while I listen to my audiobook finish. So that'll be
If I can find my cross stitch, I will work on it. Otherwise, I'll be doing journaling.
very nice. Very cool. Very cool. All right. So I will see y'all later today. If not, we've got sprints with Alicia on Sunday. Oh, and also a quick reminder for anyone doing Shirley Book Club that next Friday, so not tonight, next Friday, we have the Threads of Amarian. This is book 3. We have this discussion. So if you have forgotten, you haven't picked it up yet, grab it now. It is shorter. I kind of like how in this series, the books get shorter. I've never read a series like that. It's really cool. So
I have that, but I need to get caught up, and I couldn't tell you where the books are.
It's good. I'm really liking the series. So
I can't wait to read all the things, but I can't find anything.
Yep. And I messaged Paige, Vanessa, by the way, and I have her full set too, because I got it from Crowded Shelf at Comicpalooza. So I have her full set of books. So I messaged her in Discord and she hasn't answered. So I know I have her email. So I'm going to find her email and send her and make sure she's ready because it's time. We only have this book Friday and then one more book, right? So I'd like to get Paige on the schedule. So, and let's see. And Vanessa says he didn't see Savory. Well, he did, but he forgot by the time he got to the rolls. But it's on the list. You look again. Courtney says that's a good idea, Alicia. I am trying to dwindle fridge stuff for that reason. Yeah, exactly. And Courtney says, okay, walk time. Thanks for sprints. Absolutely. Courtney, you have a good time out there. Vanessa says, y'all have a great day. Might stop into Kelly Sprints if she's still going after the writer troop. I have to make sure I use the right verb or noun in the middle. Co-working. Excellent. I hope you have a good, productive time doing that. And Vanessa says, I'll message you on Discord with her email, Kelly. Thank you, Vanessa. Then I don't have to look it up. I would very much appreciate that. She got the hint. Look, I didn't even have to spell it out, and she understood. Why can't men do that? It's not that hard. All right.
But is she gonna get the
Because they're men.
She's-
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud?
I wasn't specific whether it had to be savory email or sweet email. So she totally got the message. Oh, what you're talking about over there. Go back to sleep. Okay. All right. Thank you, everyone, and we'll see you soon.